Okay, this is it. I'm going to do my YouTube video on the weekend that I had. First I thought I had picked like a really interesting place, kind of like a gangster hoodlum type place where you never know. Somebody might just jump out and get me and, gotta live life on the edge. Anyway, so Friday night, pretty calm, pretty relaxing. Picked up my son. It was a wonderful evening with him. We just stayed inside, wanted to get a good night's sleep. It's been a pretty exhausting week. And we wanted to be refreshed and ready to go to Taekwondo! Ha! And we did some great exercises there. We had Master Sanchez. It was the first time we've had Master Sanchez. He taught us to, it's going to look kind of funny, but you punch, duck, and jump. And Liam did a great job of that. He also gave me some tips. He's like, you got to hold your fist up, and you got to go straight through and bring it right back, and your other fist has to stay up too to block. I've been doing some physical exercises for quite a while, and it's allowed me to have pretty good control. I'm 46. Yeah, hard to believe. I'm 46. Wow. Sometimes it really feels like it too. But he gave me a compliment and said that I've done it before, and I think that's a good thing too. I did yoga earlier in the week, and they said you've done this before, so the dancing has really given me good body control. And the number one thing about dancing is that you can't make the other person do what you need them to do unless you can make your body do what it has to do. So it comes in handy in a lot of other ways too. So after that, we went out to Markham and met up with Juna and Christy. We went strawberry picking, got some great pictures of Liam. It was a great place. They have sweet peas. We picked some sweet peas and got a big bucket of strawberries. And I was with Juna, and every time I turn around and look, she's there like, always with a strawberry in her mouth. And Liam too. It's kind of back-breaking work too. It's best probably to get down on your knees and do it, but then you might squish the strawberries and I didn't. I was crouched down and bent over a lot of the time. So it's a good place because it's pretty quiet, eh? Not too many people. You get the 360-degree view. Nice night. These iPod cameras work great. Then what did we do after that? Went back to Juna's place. Yeah, then we went for a walk. That's what we did. We went back, had some dinner. Juna's parents, her mom from China is an amazing cook. I'm trying to remember what we had. I just worked 12 hours, so that's why it's a little bit difficult. You're supposed to do this right after the weekend, so it's Thursday. I really procrastinated. So anyways, we had a nice dinner, I remember that. And then we took the bike and Liam's scooter. Christy rode Liam's scooter, it's a two-wheel one. And we went down to Christy's school and went through to the great playground area. They've got this big climbing gym, and then they've got a rocking seesaw, and had lots of fun with Juna in the sense that I jumped. She was swinging back and forth, and I jumped on her, and they were both swinging back and forth. It was kind of spontaneous. It was nice, and I wanted to let her know that she was on my mind because every now and then I would check my email and stuff and just pull it out and look at it. And she had brought her book with her, which was really, really strange. So when she brought her book, and I pulled out my email. I know she reached for a book, and it's like, hey, I'm here. I want you to know I'm here, and I'm thinking about you. And also created a couple stories that were certainly more interesting than her book. Yeah, exciting stories, titillating stories, the kind that get you go, So then we walked back. Liam was tired. But the great thing is that Liam rode his scooter because Christy rode his scooter, and then Liam wanted to do it, and he got into it. So he's riding his scooter, his two-wheel scooter, more than ever, which is great for his balance. Got to switch hands here because my my hand's getting tired. Next thing, went home on Sunday morning, woke up, and Juna and Christy came over so we could go to the circus. We went to the circus last year. It was pretty fabulous, so we got some tickets this year. Smart shopping, online, looked for the 2-for-1 promo code, found it, and then, so I could either buy ringside seats for $160, or buy 4 seats at half price with the promo code and upgrade when I go in. Yeah, there it goes. We all love a Subway, clickety-clack. I know I do. So did it, and got there and upgraded, and everything worked out fine. This year was better. They had the tigers. The show was actually pretty scary. It ended with a Russian couple going around this big circle, and it would go around. Got my special effects working here. Anyways, pretend there's a circle at the end of my arm. Go around and around, and they would walk on the outside and on the inside. And then the guy was actually skipping, and he tripped. And when he tripped, he almost fell off. So he tried again to skip, which I think took a lot of courage. The thing went around like 3-4 times before he got up the courage to do it. I don't know if I could have done that. Probably not. Not without some training and some real mental discipline and willpower. But I really applauded him, and I know that everybody's heart was beating a little bit faster, and some people were on the edge of their seats. Lots of great things. The kids loved it. The elephants and the horses and the guy swinging and being catapulted into there, the guy juggling his family, the unicyclists, the trapeze artistry, everything was really, really fabulous. It was more of an adult show than last year, and a lot more talent. Then went home. Juna had to go home. We won't talk about why. And then we got back together again a little later, bought our tent for our camping trip in August. It's an awesome tent. I think I use that word too much, but anyways, it's a cabin that's got 2 rooms in it and then a dining area. It sleeps 6 people, and Walmart like $114. I don't know how you can buy a tent that big, that much. Hopefully it works. And I liked what we wanted one where you could, with lots of screen space, so that if you're inside, you could still look out in case it was raining, because we're going camping in Awenda. Then, oh, I forgot. In between, on Sunday, Liam and I, after Juna had to go, oh, how's that for good lighting effects? Liam and I, actually that's not bad, cyborg. Liam and I went home, we had dinner, and then we had a nap, and then we went down to Humber Bay Park, and Liam did his whole scooter the whole time. And he was like the little pathfinder and the little explorer. He would go off into the trails. Like, I wouldn't even see the trail. He'd go, let's go this way, Daddy. And sure enough, there was a trail there. Like, he'd been there before, but I don't think he had. In fact, I know he hadn't. And the effects of Taekwondo, he's had 5 classes. He took his 6th one this week. But before that, he's always had a little bit of a risk management. How to put it? His risk level is lower than you would expect for someone that's 5. You think he'd be willing to take more risks. Anyways, there were these big rocks, and he was jumping from rock to rock, and the path went for probably 200 meters and then 10, 15 meters out into the water. And he jumped, and he was so proud of himself, and I was super proud of him too. It was a magical moment. Then we hooked up with Juna and Christy and went to Walmart, and then we went to a pizza place for dinner. At that point, it was, oh yeah, here we get to the real incident. It was 10:30, heading home on the DVP. My mom calls me, 11 o'clock. Mom doesn't call unless it's a serious issue, and she needs to go to the emergency. So Liam's in the car. Of course, I'm late. I'm feeling bad, but he's asleep, so I turn around, north of the DVP, west on the 401, pick up my mom, 40-minute drive, pick up my mom, half an hour drive to the hospital. Can't go in because Liam's in the car and he's sleeping. My mom goes in. I sleep in the car with Liam. He's cuddled up on me. He wakes up, he cuddled up on me, he's moving all around, goes to sleep after about 20 minutes. It's 2 o'clock when we go to sleep. Wake up at 5:30. Liam wakes up, he's refreshed. I said, do you want to go in and see Grandma? He goes, yeah, I do. So we go in and Grandma's left. And it's like, what? She was just charged at 3:30. And I told her that we would be in the car outside. I felt really bad that we couldn't go in. So, call her, she's home. She said she came out and looked and she couldn't find us. And, well, that's that, and that's what it is. I'm just glad that she's home. It turns out she has a pinched sciatic nerve. It's a lot of pain, a little bit of swelling, but it's going to be okay. So they gave her some painkillers. Went home, got Liam up, went home, had a 2-hour nap, woke up, had a great time with Liam. Then we went to Mommy's because it was July 1st, Canada Day, and last time we went to Niagara Falls, Liam and I. So this time, and then Shelley was great about it. So this time, it was her turn to spend with him. I'm really tired, so I apologize for the ums and the ahs and the pauses. Then I went home, and then I went, after dropping him off, I went to see my dad in the hospital. Great visit. He's looking good. They're selling the place, and I worry about him, but I think it's his choice as to whether he's going to walk or not, and I support him, and I'll be there to encourage him and help him. Lots of changes happening, but I think they'll be for the best. Next up, went home, had a bite to eat. Juna came over, which was a super nice surprise, and we talked and had a really nice moment or two. And then we had some ice cream, got on the bike, went for a ride, came back, watched a show. Modern Family, that's our show. It's so funny. and then we talked a bit more, and then she had to go, and then I went to sleep, passed out from exhaustion, and that pretty much was my weekend. I'm not going to go into how I slept like a zombie and how I woke up tired. Pretty much I got into work later than normal, and that whole Sunday thing, going to the hospital and sleeping in the car, just crashed everything out, and my habits went down the tube. So maybe I'll do one about Habitless later. It's an application that can transform your life. It's transforming mine. And anyways, so this concludes my first YouTube and YouTube video, or you in the YouTube, putting me in YouTube or putting you in my tube. I'll have some fun with that later. It was an experience, and I can't wait to do it again. Thanks for watching. Bye.